Hi, I'm Grace Dawes. I'm the editor of MOVEMNT as part of the MOVE team, and I'm here at MOVE 2024 today. We've just kicked off day 2, and I'm joined by Nils Jaeger, President of Volvo Autonomous Solutions. Thank you so much for joining me today, Nils. So you just had your keynote panel this morning on autonomy in the mobility ecosystem. What are your main takeaways from that panel? What did you discuss? What did you put forward? And what did you hear from it as well?
Yeah, thanks a lot. We talked a lot about the state of the industry. Where are we? But then we had, a very well mixed panel. So we had NVIDIA, but we also had tech players, and then I had myself representing an OEM. So also, how do we contribute to the industry and to the development? We talked about the role of Gen I, how that is changing or complementing the way forward. And then we talked a lot about safety, which is so important, because at the end of the day, that is what autonomous technology shall bring: more safety to public roads, but also to other applications like ports, logistics centers, but also quarries and mines, for example.
Great, and we'll get more into that. But firstly, can you just tell me a bit about your company, what you do there, how it differs from Volvo Cars and Volvo Group, please?
Yeah, so I represent Volvo Autonomous Solutions, and we are a business area of the Volvo Group. And Volvo Group is a leading player in the transportation space. So we are into commercial trucks. We have Volvo trucks, Renault trucks, Mack trucks, but also Volvo buses, and we also have Volvo construction equipment. And then we have Volvo Autonomous Solutions. So for us, it's about the development and commercialization of autonomous technology, and we deploy that, of course, on our group-owned vehicles and machines.
Amazing. And I know in the talk you discussed about deploying these autonomous solutions in lots of different places. Can you give me some examples of where you deploy these? I know you mentioned mining in the panel. Maybe you could tell us a bit more about that as well.
Yeah, we have focus on two industry verticals. The one is quarry and mining. The other one is on-highway transportation. Quarry and mining is an industry where safety is extremely important. This is an industry where you still have a lot of injuries, where you still have fatalities, and that's very important that bringing in autonomous technology, because then you can remove the human being out of that hazardous environment. The other focus we have is on-highway transportation, and that is a geographical focus on the US. Here it's about bringing in a new transport capacity into a sector or an industry where you have a shortage of freight capacity. Today we speak a lot about a shortage of truck drivers.
So I understand your company recently unveiled its first ever production-ready autonomous truck for on-highway transportation. Could you tell us a little bit more about that truck and what the way forward looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. So this truck we've unveiled last month in Las Vegas at ACT Expo, and that is a purpose-built, purpose-designed truck for the autonomous use case. And that is a truck which will be industrialized, will come from the factory, and it will come with full redundancy. That means that with this truck we can then enable to bring autonomous technology at scale. So we are developing the autonomy-enabled truck, and we have a partner called Aurora. They're building the virtual driver. Together we're doing the integration. And the next step is then, of course, that now that we have the truck ready, that we will do the testing together. And then eventually, of course, the end game is that we remove the safety driver and then can begin with the scaling and industrialization.
Yeah, it might be a bit of a... It might be a bit too... You might not know exactly, but when do you expect to see these kind of trucks on the roads? What sort of year? I mean, it's quite an eager question, but do you have a prediction?
I have a prediction, but I usually don't talk about specific timelines. But it is something which, is not that far ahead of us. I mean, as we are building, as we speak, our launch fleet, so we're building the first trucks for the first applications. We have very clear targets, and we have a very clear focus, and we have a very clear direction and timeline also, which we're working against. But the final date we're not revealing yet.
Do you think maybe the next 10 years or longer?
We have our autonomy-enabled truck ready, and we don't have that ready now for something which is happening in 10 years. Must happen much faster.
Okay, good. Well, that's it. At least we've got some sort of timeline. And lastly, I just wanted to ask you, why is MOVE important to you and your company? Why have you chosen to speak here? And why do you think MOVE is important throughout the mobility ecosystem as well?
Yeah, very good question. If you think about the challenges we have when we speak about the transformation we need, in particular also to electric vehicles, etc., then I think and automation, then I think this is a great venue where OEMs like Volvo, but also tier ones, which you see here. They can meet with startup companies, with new players. Because at the end of the day, if we want to manage the challenges we have ahead of us, then we need to do this together. So the era of silos is over. What we need is partnership, and I think with partnership we will create new leadership, and that's why MOVE is such an important event for us.
Great, thank you so much. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to chat to me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your experience here at MOVE.
Absolutely, thanks a lot. Thanks for the time also, appreciate it.